So if you don't know, right, the Jets' official starting quarterback, Sam Darnold, is out because he has mono. And it is what it is. I don't know. Like, what the heck? I don't know. That's weird and whatever. Sam Darnold's out. I don't have it's absurd. I've never seen anything like it. So on Monday Night Football, when the Browns played the Jets, Trevor Siemian started at quarterback for the Jets, and then he hurt his ankle. He's out for the year. He was replaced by a guy named Luke Falk. And it's important to know, Luke Falk is in his second year in Adam Gase's system. Last year, he was with him in Miami. He was a practice squad player who hung around and learned the offense. And, now he's back playing for the same coach. And for a combination of, I think, three things, so many people have sent me all kinds of messages about the Jets' current quarterback, Luke Falk. There's a couple of reasons. Number one is this. I worked on the sidelines at Washington State University during his senior year, and I saw a lot of things, and I was not a fan of what I saw. Wasn't a fan of the way he played. I was like, he's fine. He's not great. Not amazing. And then he was drafted with the 199th pick in the NFL draft. And if you remember, you probably don't remember, but if you know, Tom Brady was drafted also with the 199th pick. And then if you look back in history, Tom Brady in his second year in the NFL stepped in when the starting quarterback got hurt and played fantastic. And the rest is history. And Luke Falk idolizes Tom Brady. And it's his second year, and he's replacing a starting quarterback. So the story is too rich that, now in Luke Falk's first start ever in the NFL, guess who he's playing against? Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. If you love telling stories like I do, that's a rich story that's amazing to me. I'm like, what a weird set of coincidences that all had to lead to this moment. And Luke Falk, this is the third reason why people keep bothering me about Luke Falk and sending me all kinds of messages and tagging me in posts and not harassing me. It's not the right, but like sending me all kinds of information and being very vocal about how they love Luke Falk. His statistics on Monday Night Football were solid. He was 20 for 25 passing. That's 80%, if you don't know the math there. He had an 80% completion percentage, 198 yards, but also no touchdowns and no interceptions. The Jets' offense scored 3 points. But man, this is the one, people keep saying, 20 for 25. Whoa! Can you believe what that guy did on Monday Night Football? Yeah, okay, his completion percentage was solid, but it was misleading. You do understand that if you watch the film, Luke Falk threw the ball underneath for 2 yards like every single play, like every single time. Of his 20 completions, I counted them up each one. 15 of his 20 completions traveled like 2 yards. They were either checkdowns or quick screens. That's not elite. They were dinky, short little throws. 15 of his 20 completions were dinky, short little throws. Oh, and by the way, Jets running back Le'Veon Bell had 10 catches. 8 of them were thrown by Luke Falk. So 8 of his 20 completions were checkdowns to Le'Veon Bell. Another 3 were checkdowns to the other running back, Ty Montgomery. 15 of Luke Falk's passes were either checkdowns or screen passes. And the reality is the Jets ran the ball a bunch. They had a very conservative game plan with Luke Falk. And the guy had a bunch of safe completions. Hey, cool, man. That's a cool story. Like, I'm happy for you. You had a cool completion percentage on Monday Night Football. Now, I will acknowledge, right, the Jets did not do him any favors. They were constantly in long down situations because of penalties or because of sacks. Situations like 1st and 15, 2nd and 21, 3rd and 17, 3rd and 13. Over and over and over again, the Jets kept shooting themselves in the foot. I can acknowledge that. And then one of the only times the Jets had a real opportunity to score, their running back Le'Veon Bell fumbled. And that's very sad. That's a frustrating mistake by the Jets. And then there was another moment where the Jets lined up with 5 wide receivers. They put Le'Veon Bell, the Jets running back, far wide to the right. So if you look on the screen, he's the top guy on the screen. And he's the Jets' best player, running with the ball in his hands, making people miss. He's hard to tackle. And the Jets got an amazing matchup. They had 2 defenders over 3 receivers. So the Jets have 2 guys, 2 receivers to block 2 defenders. And then the third guy, Le'Veon Bell, he's home free. This should be a touchdown because there's nobody left. If you do the math, 2 guys to block 2 guys, nobody left to tackle Le'Veon Bell. This should be a touchdown. But the Jets screwed up their blocking assignment. That stinks. That's sad. What could have been a touchdown becomes a 1-yard gain because of poor execution. Next, on Luke Falk's second drive, he throws a great pass to Josh Bellamy, hits him in the hand, it's dropped. My point is this, the Jets offense screwed up a lot on Monday Night Football. They were not organized. It was messy. It was not good. But you also have to acknowledge, behind the statistics of Luke Falk, he also made numerous mistakes. We'll start with a sack. The Jets are on the 11.5, we'll call it the 12-yard line. It's 1st and 10, and there's a weird moment where Luke Falk has a guy open on a dig route. And he looks at the guy. Like you can see on film, looking at the guy. And he doesn't pull the trigger. He hesitates and gets sacked instead. And I'll give him this one. It's his first NFL game. He's new with Young. He was on the practice squad. He hasn't had a lot of live reps. Fine. I understand it all. The pressure on the right side caused Luke Falk to hesitate and not throw the ball. And I think as he gets more reps and practices more, he's going to gain more confidence, and this will become a completion. But I wanted to see Luke step up and throw the ball right there, and he didn't. Frustrating and sad. Now, later on 3rd and 2 near the goal line, Robbie Anderson gets open in the end zone. And Falk floats the ball up and takes too long to get there. And it's the right idea, but he misses a touchdown because he makes a bad throw. The very next play on 4th and 2, he has a guy wide open in the middle of the field. And usually when you see a guy open in the middle of the field that flashes in front of you, you throw him the ball. He doesn't throw him the ball. He skips right over him, throws the ball to Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell was not able to get the first down, was not able to run for the first down after the catch. He had a guy open at the marker, didn't throw it to him. Instead, he tried to force it to Le'Veon Bell, who couldn't get a first down. End of the drive. It was 4th and 2, drive over. And by the way, that was a good play call. The play worked. He had a guy wide open at the first down marker. Luke Falk did not throw him the ball. Now the next drive on 3rd and 2. The Jets roll out to the right, and Jamison Crowder is open immediately on an out route in the flat. Luke Falk takes too long. He isn't ready to throw the ball quickly, and Jamison Crowder is expecting the ball quickly. Their timing's off. Luke Falk is too late. He throws a late incompletion. Now on the next drive on 4th and 3, another example. The Jets ran a pick concept. It's mirrored on both sides. What that means is both sides ran the same concept. The number 2 wide receiver runs vertical to occupy the defender over the number 2 receiver. Then the number 1 receiver ducks inside underneath, and that's called a rub concept. Falk chose to throw the ball to the right. Now, personally, pre-snap, I like the leverage and the spacing better of the left side of the field. But hey, there's a caveat to this one. This is the one I'll give some credence to. Maybe this is what he was thinking. The Jets are on the right hash. The receivers on the right are stacked. And it's possible Luke Falk had coach in his headset telling him to go to the right side of the field. That's possible. That was the plan from the beginning. He didn't have the option to pick a side. I think if he was able to pick a side, he should have picked the left. But the point is this. The inexperience of Luke Falk cost the Jets on 3rd and 4th down. He also had 2 good throws. I don't want to just be mean to the guy and say, the bad mistakes he made. He had 2 good throws. He had a great back shoulder throw to Robbie Anderson down the right sideline. It's a great throw, a great catch, a really good catch. And then his best throw of the night was on 3rd and 5, about 8 minutes left, 8 minutes and 51 seconds, I believe. It's a great throw, great timing, great anticipation. It's a deep throw to Jamison Crowder on what people call a climb concept, a climb route. Climb behind the linebackers, find a space between the linebackers and the safeties. He fits it in. It's a beautiful throw. He did some good stuff. I'm not just saying Luke Falk is all bad. But a lot of people were really excited about Luke Falk's stats, and I got so many messages about it, and it's like, 20 for 25, oh, 80% completion percentage, Monday Night Football, and it's like, the reality is the guy wasn't that impressive. He had an 80% completion percentage because he didn't make very many good throws. He wasn't throwing the ball downfield. He threw 15 checkdowns and screens. He wasn't good on fourth down. And the Jets, in case you missed it somehow, the Jets only scored 3 points all night. It has a little bit to do with their quarterback because he wasn't completing passes on third and fourth down. So, if I sound annoyed, I didn't mean to be. Luke Falk is a great human being. I've met him. He was nice to me. And Sunday between the Jets and the Patriots, I hope he shocks the world. Hope he's amazing. And if he's amazing, I'm willing to admit that I was wrong. He idolizes Tom Brady. How cool would it be? They don't have to win. If he plays well against his idol Tom Brady, that'd be awesome. I'd be so happy for Luke Falk. But I personally think Luke Falk is going to struggle against the Patriots defense. And I was overwhelmed and kind of bothered by how many messages I got about Luke Falk. It was really cool, actually. Like, I'll be honest. Getting tagged and stuff like, oh, that's cool. People know that I have talked about him in the past. But people were so excited about his completion percentage, and it's like there's the story behind the numbers is that it's not that impressive. So I hope he's great. I hope he shocks the world. I think Luke Falk is really going to struggle against the Patriots on Sunday. And that's all I have to say. I'm rooting for him. I think the Jets will be better with Sam Darnold. But hey, I think Luke Falk is a great backup who showed that he can, when he's called upon, complete passes and do okay. He can hang in the NFL, and that's awesome. And I'm sure it was a great moment for him getting to play on Monday Night Football. That's so cool. And so I hope the Jets kill it on Sunday against the Patriots. I think they're going to get killed instead. But that's my film analysis of Jets quarterback Luke Falk. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. And you may not know, my dream when I graduate college eventually is to do this show as my full-time job. Now, I also want to be very upfront and honest about my plan and what's going on. I recently monetized my YouTube channel. What that means is that some of my videos make money through ad revenue. Now, it's fewer than you think. A lot of my videos get claimed. But in the past, I've received donations through the form of PayPal and Patreon.com. PayPal.me/Zach Schaumler, Patreon.com/Zach Schaumler. So because I'm making ad revenue, it felt weird to just get donations. I wanted to give something back to the people who support me on Patreon. So now there's a reward. If you support me on Patreon, you can submit questions at the dollar level or above. You just need to give $1 a month. If you do that, you can submit questions to a pool of questions where I look at. I read all the questions on Patreon, and I pick the top couple every episode and read them and answer them on a segment called Ask Zach. Pick the top couple questions and answer them at the end of every single episode. Now, that's for people who want to support me with money. If you have no money to give, I totally understand. I've actually never supported anybody on Patreon. I feel kind of weird about that. I'm a broke college kid myself. I totally understand. But if you believe in me and if you believe in my dream and still want to help me, one thing you can do is help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Guys, thank you so much. I know that was a long spiel. I really appreciate it. And hope you have a great day.